Please like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow. Thank you. Let's continue. Lambeth Council comes up with an ingenious idea of placing wooden flower pots in hotspot on the pavement, or as some people would call it, sidewalk. To prevent pedestrian getting injured from motorists, these hotspots are very dangerous, and in the past, there has been a lot of accidents, and these places are prone to accidents because of speeding motorists that would run off the road and go on the pavement or the sidewalk to injure pedestrian, and sometimes it's very serious and critical. These wooden flower pots works very well to prevent accidents. I also think it works very well. Please like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow. Thank you. Let's continue. Many residents from the community of Lambeth are very grateful for what the council are doing with the wooden plant pots, and the residents are saying the roads feel safer for the children to walk and feel safe when cars are going past. Beautiful flowers growing in these wooden flower pots. Southwest London now has less casualties with motorists running off the road and hitting pedestrians, causing serious injuries and sometimes death. Lambeth Council uses wooden planters for our streets, a project to increase green spaces, combat fly tipping, and improve road safety in Clapham and Brixton. The planters also provide habitats for pollinators, help manage flood risk by absorbing rainwater, and make urban environments more pleasant for residents and wildlife by improving air quality and reducing the urban heat island effect. Here are the specific reasons for the planters: increase greenery and biodiversity. The planters help create greener neighborhoods and provide green corridors for insects and pollinators. Combat fly tipping. The project began to address fly tipping by installing more permanent street furniture in its place. Improve road safety. The planters are designed to enhance road safety in the area. Support urban forest and climate goals. By incorporating more plants and trees, the council aims to reduce the urban heat island effect, improve air quality, and contribute to the borough's climate targets. Reduce flood risk. Some planter designs, like rain gardens, are used to absorb rainwater, diverting it from drains and reducing pressure on Victorian sewers, which helps to alleviate local flood risk. Create resident-friendly spaces. They provide areas for residents to interact, sit, and enjoy greenery, making neighborhoods more pleasant places to live. Enable community involvement. Residents are encouraged to get involved in planting and maintaining the planters, fostering local engagement. Please like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow. Thank you. Let's continue the rise and perhaps inevitable fall of wooden street planters around Brixton. The rise and fall of street planters. Right now, street planters are the go-to urban accessory, with Lambeth spending big and erecting wooden structures all around the borough as part of their controversial low-traffic neighborhood schemes. Lambeth LTN scheme. Wooden planters and seats on Atlantic Road, Brixton. While we're all for sticking more greenery on the streets, we've seen plenty of older installations that have either rotted and collapsed into the pavement, or are now bereft of plants and are being used as supplemental bins. The main problem is that, being made of wood, they will degrade over time, especially if the council hadn't budgeted for proper, long-term maintenance. Relying on volunteers might work in some areas, but with a greater number of planters being installed, it's asking for a much bigger commitment from the local community. The photo of the flattened planter at the top of this article was seen just off Cold Harbor Lane in Loughborough Junction, but it's certainly not the only example we've seen around Brixton. Without properly funded maintenance, either by the local authority or elsewhere, we suspect many of these new planters will also suffer the same fate over time, and instead of adding attractive elements of street furniture, they end up as rubbish-strewn eyesores. Lambeth Council. The Our Streets project began when Lambeth Council commissioned Father Nature in 2014 to make the housing estates and pavements of Clapham and Brixton greener by installing planters to combat fly tipping, increase road safety, and add some flower power to the streets. These have been designed and built by Father Nature and filled with plants chosen and planted by the local residents. Our bespoke containers were built to last up to 20 years, made to fit the space exactly, and were constructed with sustainably sourced wood. Father Nature turned this Our Streets Neighborhood Enhancement Program, and an EP, into a true community project, recognizing this as an ideal opportunity to put our ethos into action. In 2016/17, we worked with Lambeth to implement a second phase Our Streets project in Streatham, adding over 50 new planters to improve the area. Engaging the community came first as we worked to connect with the residents on each street to find out what they wanted from the project, with the help of local growing groups. Each growing area was then designed and built by Father Nature and placed with full local consultation, followed by a fun-filled planting party for all, with our sturdy milk float in tow, bulging with plants ready for their new home. Please like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow. Thank you. Let's continue Beds Not Bollards. Father Nature was commissioned by Lambeth through the Neighborhood Enhancement Program, NEP, to address issues of fly tipping, careless parking and driving, and sites of antisocial behavior in the borough. We launched our Beds Not Bollards campaign, constructing planters and collaborating with communities to transform their streets into safe, beautiful spaces where residents could come together and grow their own food. Project highlights: community engagement. Worked with local residents to build and maintain planters, fostering a sense of community and ownership. Improved safety. The planters have effectively reduced littering and improved road safety. Gardening movement. Sparked a new wave of gardening enthusiasm among Lambeth residents. Success story. Local resident John Bork exemplifies the project's success, taking great pride in his work at Bromfeld Walk, a standout contender for the Father Nature Planter of the Year award. Ongoing impact. 1 year on, the campaign has been a tremendous success. The planters are flourishing, filled with flowers, herbs, and vegetables tended by local residents. Father Nature continues to support these spaces by weeding and planting bulbs and wildflowers for the spring.
Fucking true.